The first segment that we're going to talk about is the planting of seeds that require longer to germinate. So these are the things that we'll plant 10 weeks prior to the time that they can go outside, which is the last frost date. So for wherever you are in the world, you just count back 10 weeks and you're going to plant the things that take longer to germinate and grow. I just want to put a little disclaimer in here right now as we go. You're going to see a lot of seeds. I have more seeds than anybody probably needs. So as you see this, please know that however much you have or wherever you're starting is a great place to start. I do save seeds from year to year. On the back of the packages, you can see the date. For example, this one is packed for 2015. But I end up with a pretty good, this one also 1115. I end up with good germination. I just perhaps put an extra seed or two in each cell in case the germination has slowed down. So for 10 weeks out, we're going to plant sweet peppers, and I have a couple different varieties. I like colored ones. I don't love green peppers. So, but as an aside, all peppers start green, as you can see in this picture, and then as they ripen, they take on whatever color they're designed to. We're going to be planting some hot peppers at the 10 week prior to the last frost date. And some of these, oh, that's another sweet pepper. These are of the chili variety, very different types. Last year I planted this cayenne blend, and it was lovely to have red and yellow, really beautiful to put in whatever it is that you're cooking. So those were great. The 10 week out, we're also going to plant eggplants, which we love for baba ganoush or roasting in the oven for a dip or grilling. I had really good luck last year with Black Beauty. We had more eggplants. My freezer is full, so I'm going to do those again. The other thing that I'm going to plant 10 weeks prior to the last frost date are my herbs. And we plant a lot of parsley because we use a lot of parsley, and I've got a couple packs of those. This is basil, large leaf basil. I'll be planting that. German chamomile. This will be my first year trying this, so we'll see what happens, but I like chamomile tea, so I thought that would be fun. We're going to try catnip for Sweet Little Fanny, our cat. We'll see how that goes. Basil, more basil, cilantro, thyme, and oregano. Now, thyme, oregano, and catnip are perennials. So I have thyme and oregano already growing in the garden, but I always start some anyway because I want to. I always start some anyway just because sometimes other people want them, sometimes mine aren't growing so well, just as a backup. And the other thing that I've learned about cilantro is that if you allow it to go to seed, it reseeds itself and it comes up in my climate anyway the next year. But again, I start it so that I know I have what I need. So 10 weeks out, we're going to do peppers, hot and sweet, and eggplants and herbs. 8 weeks out, 6 to 8 weeks prior to my last frost date, I'm going to start my tomatoes. So these yellow pear tomatoes are incredibly prolific. I'm going to start some of those because they look really pretty in salads and they freeze well. This is one that I haven't tried before, Red Siberian. It looks like a good deep red tomato. It's an heirloom variety, so if we like it, we can save seeds. These from Baker Creek, Cherokee, are one of our favorites. We grow those every year. The Black Vernissage is newer to me, I'll say. And by newer, I mean I've been growing it maybe for 3 or 4 years. And they're like golf ball size. And they've got the dark green stripes within the dark red. And they're delicious and I love them. Black Krim, I've had the seeds for a while and I haven't grown them before. So I'm going to try those this year. They look yummy to me. I really tend towards darker tomatoes for my taste. This is a habanero seed, so I'm going to start this with the others. It just got mixed up. But I want to point out the price. These were 4 for $1 at the Dollar General. And at the end of the season, they had 90% off. So these were 2 cents a pack. And when I see seeds like that, I just buy them whether I need them or not. The Super Sioux tomato looked good to me. And then these are just some additional types of tomatoes. Beefsteak, some Brandywine, Golden Jubilee. We have good luck with that here in my climate. Brandywine yellow, Brandywine pink, Rutgers also does well in my climate. There are some things that don't do well in my climate, and so I'm not going to plant them again. The Mr. Stripey, I don't know if I have any of those anymore, but that just didn't do well. They were like rotting before they were ripened. I think I might try this Amazon chocolate and the Sarah Black. Clearly I lean towards those dark ones. And then of course we're going to do some tomatillos because they make great salsa. So the tomatoes are generally what we're going to start 6 to 8 weeks out. I'm also going to start some flowers at that time. And last year I got these seeds, and the one that I tried was the Cardinal Climber. And I have to tell you, this was amazing. I saved about half a pint jar worth of seeds from what these were before. They look a lot like Morning Glories, and the seed saving is a lot like Morning Glory. These were awesome and beautiful and did climb, and the hummingbirds loved them. So we had lots of hummingbird action. So I'm going to try those again, and I'll start those 6 to 8 weeks. I'm also going to start some zinnias, some Sweet Williams, and some blue flax. That flower just looks really pretty to me. I have tried growing blue flax for probably 3 seasons now, and I haven't had germination. I'm going to keep trying. Lastly, at the 4-week mark, we're going to grow some things that germinate faster. So what I'm most excited about are my brassicas, my cabbages. There's a couple different kind of cabbages. There's a red cabbage, some cauliflowers, and some Brussels sprouts. We're also going to, at the 4-week mark, start some okra. And I have several different packs of okra. I've never grown okra before last year, and I got these seeds in a big bundle of seeds that I bought off eBay. They're all, past seasons. I was so happy with how they grew, and I started them late. So I'm going to start them inside and see what we get. We basically just use them in soups and stews, and they, you can kind of see it here. Their flowers are beautiful. So even if you don't want to eat okra, this is a beautiful, they were tall, like 4 foot tall, big leaves, gorgeous plant. These are some of the pods that we left on the plant to mature. And this is how you would save seeds if the variety that you have is an open pollinated variety. So if you're going to eat okra, you're going to take them when they're about 3 inches long. If you leave them on the vine or on the plant and allow them to dry, the seeds inside mature, and you've got some seeds to plant then. And just as a comparative, between our homegrown seeds and our purchased seeds, I mean, they look a little cleaner, but they're about the same size. So I'm excited to try these seeds that we grew. Now, do you always have to do that? No. And we'll save that topic, seed saving and why you might want to do it, for our next video. I also have a burgundy okra from Annie's that I'm going to try this year. I didn't have that last year. And these Annie seeds I just ordered online off their website, anniesheirloomseeds.com. The only other seeds I have are the seeds that will be direct seeded, and those I haven't completely planned out yet, but peas and cucumbers, beans, carrots, beets, all my greens, these are all going to be direct seeded. So to review, all that you really want to do is count back from your last frost date so you know which seeds to start when, and that really is just based on what do you want to have growing. So leave a comment in the section if you've got a comment. If you've got questions, put them in the comment section and I'll answer them. And if there's anything else that you want to see, leave me a suggestion. Happy planting!